Just admit it, Emily. I have proof. Jessica shouted, waving her phone in my face. The whole family went silent. My husband, Mark, looked at me with confusion and doubt. I'm Emily Parker, and I was watching my sister-in-law try to ruin my marriage with lies. She had messages between me and my coworker, David, talking about secret meetings. What she didn't know was that David was helping me plan a surprise birthday party for Mark. These messages aren't what you think, I said calmly, putting down my fork. The dinner I had spent hours cooking sat untouched. Jessica scrolled through her phone. Meet me at the hotel at 8. Don't tell anyone. What else could that mean, Emily? She turned to Mark. I hate to tell you this, little brother, but she's been lying to you. Mark's face fell, and my heart ached. The hotel was where I was meeting the party planner, but if I explained now, it would ruin the surprise. Jessica knew that. She wanted me to stay quiet. What she didn't know was that a few months ago, I had seen something on her phone. A notification popped up while I was helping her order food. It was a message about an offshore bank account, something that could destroy her marriage to Mark's brother, Tom. Jessica, I said, looking her in the eye. Are you sure you want to do this? She hesitated but then straightened. I'm protecting my family. Our mother-in-law, Margaret, stood up. Mark, I never trusted her. A woman who works late, always on her phone. She patted Mark's shoulder. I looked at my husband, the man who had always been by my side. Mark, please, you know me. Jessica wasn't finished. She showed more messages, fake ones. She had taken my real texts with David and changed them. Can't wait to hold you again, she read aloud. Our secret is safe. Gasps filled the room. Tom shifted uncomfortably. He knew something wasn't right, but he stayed quiet. Mark pushed his chair back. I need some air, he muttered and walked out. Jessica tried to follow, but I grabbed her arm. Remember that notification, Jessica, I whispered. The one of the offshore account? She went pale but pulled away. I don't know what you're talking about. She had planned this moment carefully, choosing a family dinner where her lies would hurt the most. But she didn't plan for my patience. For months, I had been gathering proof. Jessica wasn't the perfect wife she pretended to be. She had been stealing money from her husband's company. I had worked with an accountant to get all the evidence. As the room filled with whispers and calls to relatives, I quietly picked up my things. Running away? Jessica sneered. Guilty people always run. I met her eyes. No, Jessica. I'm going home to wait for my husband, but you might want to check your messages, especially the ones from Cayman National Bank. Her smirk faded just a little. I drove home, my mind racing. Jessica thought she had won, but she had underestimated me. Mark needed time to think, and that was fine. I had work to do. I picked up my phone and sent a message to the accountant. It's time. Send everything to Tom tomorrow morning. Jessica wanted to play games. She was about to learn that some games don't end the way you expect. The next morning, I woke up alone. Mark hadn't come home, but I expected that. What I didn't expect were all the missed calls and texts from Jessica. Her last message made me smile. We need to talk. Now. I ignored her and got ready for work. Just as I pulled into the hospital parking lot, my phone rang. It was Tom. Emily, he sounded shaken. Is this real? These bank statements, the transfers. Tell me this is some mistake. I'm so sorry, Tom, I said softly. I found out 3 months ago, but I needed proof before saying anything. The forensic accountant had sent him everything. Records of Jessica stealing from his company, offshore accounts, and even texts with a man named Michael about their plans to run away. $2 million. Tom's voice cracked. She's been stealing from me for years, and yesterday she had the nerve to. He stopped, too upset to continue. I know, I said. She was trying to turn everyone against me before I could tell you the truth. My phone beeped. Jessica was calling again. I ignored it. What do I do now? Tom asked. Call your lawyer, I told him. I can send you the accountant's information. He has everything documented. After hanging up, I went into the clinic. No matter what was happening in my life, my patients still needed me. But midway through my morning shift, my nurse came in. Dr. Parker, your sister-in-law is here. She's making a scene. I finished up with my patient and walked to the waiting room. Jessica stood there, looking a mess. Her hair out of place, her expensive outfit wrinkled. How dare you, she hissed. You had no right. I led her to my office, shutting the door behind us. No right? I said. Like you had no right to steal from your husband, or to try to ruin my marriage. It's not what you think, she started. Then explain, I said. Explain the offshore account. Explain who Michael is. Explain why you accused me last night. Jessica sank into a chair, her confidence slipping. You don't understand. I deserve more than this. Tom's always working. You're the family's perfect doctor. And what am I? Just a housewife. You're a mother, I reminded her. You have a husband who loves you, a comfortable life. It's not enough, she snapped. Michael understands me. We had plans. Had plans? I asked. Her phone buzzed. She looked at the screen, her face turning pale. Tom froze all the accounts, she whispered. He called his lawyer. Did you really think you could steal millions, run off with your boyfriend, and destroy my marriage on your way out? I asked. I needed everyone focused on you, she admitted. If they believed you were cheating, no one would notice when I left. My phone lit up with a text from Mark. We need to talk. Meet me at home. You should go, I told Jessica. You have a lot to explain to your husband, and Jessica. Those texts with David, they were about Mark's surprise birthday party. But I guess you ruined that too. She stood fixing her clothes with shaking hands. Emily, please, help me fix this. Like you tried to fix my marriage? I shook my head. You did this to yourself. As she left, I felt no joy, only sadness for her kids, who would suffer because of her choices. But right now, I had my own marriage to think about. I texted Mark that I was on my way, then asked my colleague to cover my afternoon patients. Some things were more important than work. The drive home felt endless. Had Mark seen the evidence about Jessica? Did he understand now why I hadn't spoken up sooner? More importantly, could he forgive me? When I pulled into the driveway, I saw not only Mark's car, but also Tom's. This conversation was about to get very interesting. When I walked into the living room, Mark and Tom were sitting there, looking exhausted. Papers from the forensic accountant were spread out on the coffee table. Mark stood up as soon as he saw me, his eyes red. Emily, I'm so sorry. I should have known. I held up my hand. You trusted Jessica. We all did. Tom picked up one of the bank statements, shaking his head. $2 million. And she was planning to leave next month. She already had tickets to the Cayman Islands. Where is she now? I asked, sitting beside Mark. He took my hand immediately. At her sister's house, Tom replied. The lawyers are working on the divorce, and the police want to question her about the stolen money. Mark squeezed my hand. Why didn't you tell me what you knew? I turned to him, seeing the pain in his eyes. I needed proof. Jessica is good at twisting things around. If I had spoken up without evidence, it would have caused even more damage. Mark sighed. Instead, she tried to ruin our marriage. About that, I said, pulling out my phone. David, the man Jessica accused me of cheating with. He's the event planner I hired for your birthday party. I showed him photos and messages about the party plans. Mark's eyes widened. You were planning a party for me. A big one, I said with a sad smile. 35 is a special birthday. I wanted to surprise you. Tom stood up. I should go. The lawyers are waiting. He paused at the door. Emily, thank you. For everything. After he left, Mark and I sat quietly. Then he spoke. I failed you. When Jessica accused you, I should have trusted you. Instead, I walked out. You were shocked. I said gently. Jessica had proof. You needed time to process it. But after 8 years of marriage, I should have believed you first, he said. I thought about the months I had spent carrying this secret, watching Jessica act innocent while planning to betray everyone. I think, I said slowly, this is a lesson for both of us. Maybe it will make us stronger. Mark pulled me into his arms. I love you. I promise, no one will ever come between us again. Over the next few weeks, everything changed. Jessica's crime became public, and she faced legal charges. She and Tom divorced, and their children stayed with him. Jessica only saw them with supervision. Margaret, our mother-in-law, tearfully apologized. I was blind, she admitted. I always wanted to believe Jessica was perfect. The birthday party never happened, but Mark and I took a trip instead. It was time to heal and rebuild our trust. Jessica eventually pleaded guilty. Michael, the man she planned to run away with, disappeared as soon as the truth came out, taking whatever money she had already sent him. A year later, we gathered for Thanksgiving. It was a smaller group now, quieter without Jessica, but more peaceful. Tom was starting to move on, and the children were adjusting. Mark and I were stronger than ever. Mark raised his glass. To family, the people who stand by us, trust us and love us, even when it's hard. I looked at Tom and saw that he had finally found peace. We had all been through a storm, but in the end, we had found what truly mattered. Life isn't always perfect. It's messy and complicated. But sometimes, the hardest moments lead to the strongest bonds. And that's more important than any perfect fairy tale ending.